fat fuck sparrow boy.
Speaking of fuck,
A big fat fucking fat guy in a...
So a little while ago, Doom the Dark Ages came out, and I've been playing it from Game Pass, and this is my first impressions video, which I've re-recorded a few times now because, well, honestly, I don't know why. But I will say, at the very least, my impressions have changed slightly. So, instead of giving first impressions by chapter, 7 or something, I'm chapter 13 of 22. So I figured now is the time more than ever to release my first impressions video. Because they have changed a little bit. But, just a little bit of backstory with this game. Watching the first trailer, I was like, oh yeah, pretty cool. I didn't expect a new Doom game quite yet. But honestly, I wasn't really all that hyped for it. I was just like, Doom. Doom's a fun game, but they're not games I go back and play. Once I beat them, I'm done. There's secrets to go back and collect if you missed them, but honestly, I just don't care. So, there's that. However, I do want to say, some of the secrets in this game, there's definitely some good secrets to find, but I feel like the game has too many secrets, and some of the secrets they have are you can't be serious. This is no secret at all. There's a little platform over here. Of course, the player's going to think, hey, I can probably get over there. What's that? Secret area found. What? It's right there. I'm looking at it from the distance. I don't know. I mean, it's one thing to have a secret area that's behind, bars or something. It's okay, I have to figure out how to get over there by a series of jumps or, taking a pathway that might go somewhere else and then leading back around. That's a secret for sure. But when you can just jump to the platform and it says secret area unlocked, it's dude, no way. Yeah, I think they're a little bit too generous with the secret areas. That's not a complaint, though. That's just a note, I guess, if you will. But, yeah, honestly, with this game, it's pretty sad to know that Mick Gordon was not going to be a part of the soundtrack because what's Doom without Mick Gordon, But I'll be honest, though. Doom's music is nothing special to me. Yeah, there's some very memorable tracks like Rip and Tear, and I can't remember the name. It's They Will Fear Your Name or something, or I can't remember. But, other than that, I don't find the music all that fantastic. I never have. It's different. And people can say, oh, well, it's all chainsaw. Dude, I do not care how they made the music, I just don't care. But there's a couple great tracks, but nothing more than a couple, in my opinion. And with this game, let me tell you, the music is mid. It's wow. They really need Mick Gordon back. However, as of getting to chapter 13, I have found a couple tracks I do like, But, also, nothing fantastic. A lot of the tracks are just very generic, just not great. They're not bad, but they're not memorable, and they're not good to begin with. They're just not bad. They're meh at best. But, in my personal opinion, I found a couple that I do like. But, other than that, the gameplay, it's always fun, There's some areas that it's just, I don't know, something about Doom is you can play a certain way and just never change your gameplay at all. Whether that's good or bad is up to the player, I guess. But for me, I have found myself getting a little bored here and there. I'm just I'm just doing the exact same thing in, a different area every single time. It's just, shoot with a couple times with a shotgun, throw my shield, melee, shoot one more time with the shotgun, execute. And doing that over and over and over again, yes, I could play a different way, but the game doesn't force me to, so I'm not going to, necessarily. I'm not playing that one Twitch guy that looks like an absolute idiot. He's, playing tactically or a pussy. I'm not doing that stuff. But, I'm just dude, if it works, it works. Plus it's a shotgun. I gotta use it. But, so far, the boss battles, they're alright. They're nothing crazy. I will say, the lack of glory kills sucks. They're still in the game, but they're barely there. It's just mainly swiping demons with a shield, and it's just not enough, honestly. And also, the glory kills that they do have, whenever you're taking the heart or whatever out of a demon to use its power to upgrade your abilities, it's like the same animation so many times. Like after the second time, it's not special anymore. It's like, damn. However, when you're doing it to different types of demons and you get to see a different animation, for sure. But then, like, once you've already done it once, it's just like, I've seen it enough times. No longer exciting. Like, I actually had a different glory kill play out where you know when you jump on top of the demon and you stomp their head in? It's just a reused glory kill from Eternal or even 2016. But, like, you know, I saw that. I'm like, yes! I was like, wait, that was weird. Why did I see that? And then I'm like, huh, that was kind of strange. But, like, in a good way, obviously. I got to see the glory kill. And, you know, that's something that the other Doom games, they do way better. It's just like, I want to grab the demon and just rip him in half with my bare hands, turn around, and then snap the other demon's head, and, you know, and just so on and so forth. Like, I want to go on a rampage. There's no going on rampages in this game, with glory kills, I mean. Like, obviously, you're using your shield and your flail and all that stuff. Yes, you are obliterating demons for sure, but it's just not as fun to look at, I guess. Yeah, I mean, as of right now, the game has gotten better for me, because that's the impression that changed for me. At first, I was like, this game's kind of mid, kind of boring. I mean, you know what? I did forget something. Let me just say this. Something I do like about this game more than Eternal in 2016. The story is more present. Like, yes, there's stories in the other games as well, but this one we have actual cutscenes with different characters. They have their own stuff going on or whatever. You know, I really appreciate that. The more of a story, and also like Doomslayer, you start off and you're like, wait a minute, he's under control and all this and that, like what? And it's just, I like that a lot more. And I think at one point I heard him talk. I heard him say a word. He just said run. I think that was him anyways, but I've seen some thumbnails from YouTube when the game released about Doomslayer this, Doomslayer that, and I'm like, damn, spoilers already coming out. So I know there's some neat stuff coming soon, at least I hope soon, but I mean, which kind of sucks that I saw that early, but you know, the cutscenes, they look great. For the most part, they're always rendered when the camera turns to something else. There's been one time where like I had to have the graphics render in real fast or whatever, load. I don't know. I don't know why shit does that. That kind of bugs me whenever it happens, but it's only happened once. I haven't had any crashes on Xbox. The game runs very smoothly. You know, technically, on a technical side, the game's amazing. I don't think it's my favorite Doom game, but the gameplay, it's Doom gameplay, you know. It's always going to be fun to do for a little while, so if you're a Doom fanatic, I think you'll love this game as well. But, I mean, for me, it's alright. It got better 13 chapters in, but, like, you know, it's just, I'm one of those people, it's like, well, why do I want to spend so many hours just to get to the good part? Like, I'm not, you know, I'm not trying to play like a slow burn game. Not that this game is. I'm just saying, for some reason, I didn't care when I started initially playing. I don't know what it is. I'm going to force myself to beat the game, which that's sometimes a bad sign. It's like, oh, I have to beat the game. I have to force myself, because sometimes you just don't want to play it. But now I'm going to do that because I'm making my first impressions video. That way I can make my actual review if the game gets better and based on the ending. Because this is a prequel, so it's just like, damn, so how does this line up with 2016 and Eternal, you know? Like, what happens from here to there? So I'm excited at least to see what happens by the end of the game. Other than that, that's about it. Like, I mean, the game so far, it's just all right. I don't think it's great. I don't think it's very good. But I don't think it's bad. I think it's just all right. I don't know. Like, if I had to give a rating right now, which this is not, like, typically I wouldn't because it's way too early. But so far, I say this game, as of Chapter 13, is like a 6 out of 10. The mech suit fighting, it's very... Like, it's cool the first time you do it, and then the second time you do it, it's just like, man, this is kind of boring. Like, I don't know what else they could do to make it more exciting. Maybe some quick time events, but I know people will say, well, like, well, you don't need any quick time events. These demons, they can't even stand on their own against the Doomslayer. And while, like, yeah, that's true, I don't know, like... It just needs to be more exciting. So, like, the mech suit battles, they're not that fun to me. It's just, like, the same thing. It's just, I don't know. It's just too generic and repeat. I don't know. It's repetitive, I guess. But they don't last too long, so there's a plus right there. I mean, yeah. So, anyways, that's going to do it for this video. Thanks for watching. Wow, this turned out way longer than any other recording, but I hope you enjoyed. If you didn't, leave a dislike, I suppose. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Leave a comment what you think of the game, or if you think I'm wrong with anything. And subscribe for more stuff. Hope to see you in the next video, and especially in the review video whenever I finish the game.